Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Saumyaji Government College, Manfia, Chittaru. Today my topic is mutation. It is part 1. In today's lecture, I will discuss what is mutation and what were the scientists who contributed towards discovery or observation of mutations, and then I will discuss structural chromosome aberrations in detail. So, what is mutation? It is any hereditary change in the genetic makeup of an individual other than which may be caused by the simple recombination of genes. These are the continuous source of variations. In the smallest part of DNA, if mutation occurs, then that smallest part of DNA is known as muton. Muton means unit of mutation and it is a one nucleotide only. The genes which induce mutation in another gene is called mutator gene and the gene in which mutation is induced is called as mutable gene. Now history. So there was one English farmer named Seth Wright. He recorded case of mutation first time in 1791 in male lamb with unusual short legs. He observed that there was a one lamb having unusual short legs. Then in 1900, Hugo D. Rice coined the term mutation. He gave the word mutation. He studied mutation in the plant Oenothera lamarcana, that is evening primrose. It is a hybrid plant. He observed around 834 mutations in 54,343 plants of Oenothera lamarcana. Then in 1910, Morgan started study of mutation. He observed some white-eyed male Drosophila in a population of red-eyed Drosophila. In Drosophila, eye color is a sex-linked character, and the gene of eye color is located on X chromosome. That's why it is a sex-linked character. And always, gene of red eye is dominant over the gene of white eye. Then H.G. Muller discovered the induced mutation. He induced mutation in Drosophila with the help of X-rays. Then with the help of UV rays or X-rays, beetle and tatum induced mutation in Neurospora. He wanted to study nutritional mutation in Neurospora. M.S. Swaminathan, who is known as father of green revolution, he induced mutation in wheat with the help of gamma rays in order to obtain good varieties like Sarbati Sonara wheat. Now we can classify mutation on the basis of phenotypic character. So mutation may be recessive or dominant. Mutation can also be classified on the basis of their direction. So they can be forward or reverse mutation. Depending on the cells involved, mutation can be somatic or germinal. So there are many types of mutation. We can classify mutation on many criteria. I will discuss all these criteria in detail in my upcoming lectures. But today I'm giving more emphasis on the classification of mutation on the basis of involvement of chromosome or gene. So mutation can be intergenic or intragenic. Intergenic means chromosomal mutation and intragenic means gene mutation. Chromosomal mutation means if there is a mutation in chromosome, then it is known as chromosomal mutation. If mutation occurs in a gene, then it is known as gene mutation. Chromosomal mutation can be of two types: structural chromosome aberration or genomic mutation or numerical chromosome aberration. Gene mutation are also known as point mutation. Structural chromosome aberration can be of four types. It may be due to deficiency of chromosome, duplication, translocation, inversion. And genomic mutation can be of two types: euploidy and aneuploidy. Gene mutation or point mutation can be frame shift mutation or substitution mutation. Today I will explain this part only, that is the structural chromosome aberration. So when segments of chromosomes or whole chromosomes or entire set of chromosome undergoes mutation or they change, then the mutation is known as chromosomal mutation. If the alleles of gene changes or there is involvement of a gene or gene undergoes mutation, then it is known as gene mutation. Structural chromosome aberration. So when changes occur in the morphology of chromosome and that results in change in number of gene or sequence of gene or arrangement of gene without any change in ploidy, then these changes are known as structural chromosome aberration. So first is deletion, second is duplication, third is inversion, and fourth is translocation. So first is deletion. Deletion is the loss of a part or a segment of chromosome. It leads to loss of some gene. So here this is chromosome and there is a loss of some genes or loss of a part of chromosome. So initially the chromosome was long, but now it becomes short because of due to the loss of segment of chromosome or loss of some genes. Deletion can be of two types: terminal deletion or intercalary deletion. When there is a loss of chromosomal segment from one or both the ends, then the deletion is known as terminal deletion. Here, this is a chromosome. These are the genes 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, there is a deletion. There is a loss of chromosomal segment. That's a 1, 2. So, here the chromosomes with genes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, genes, there is a loss of 1 or 2, 1 and 2 genes. So, now for initially the chromosome was with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 genes, but now after deletion chromosome has become 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there is a loss of chromosomal segment from its upper end. That's why it is known as terminal deletion. Example is Cry-Du-Chat syndrome, which is an example of terminal deletion in the 5th chromosome of human being. Now, intercalary deletion. It is the loss of chromosomal part between the ends. So here, this is a chromosome which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But now you can see 3, 4 is lost. So now chromosome is with 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is no 3 or 3 and 4 genes. So this type of deletion is known as intercalary because there is a loss of 3, 4 genes, which is a chromosomal part between the ends. So this is about deletion. Now duplication. It is the occurrence of chromosomal segment twice on a chromosome. So here you can see this is the chromosomal segment which is being duplicated, and now the new chromosome is with chromosomal segment twice. So there are same segments, chromosome segments. So we can say there is a duplication of this segment. In this chromosome there is only one segment of the same chromosomal segment, but now there are the two segments, two same segments, so there is a duplication. In this segment, if any recessive gene is present, then it gives its expression because it's in homozygous condition. If in this segment any recessive but lethal gene is present, then it may cause death of organism. Here you can see the example. This is a chromosome with genes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there is a duplication of this segment. So these genes are duplicated. Here you can see 5, 6, 7, 8. Again 5, 6, 7, 8. In Drosophila, bar I character is observed due to duplication in X chromosome. And bar I is a character where eyes are narrower as compared to the normal eye shape. Now, inversion. Inversion is the breakage of chromosomal segment, but reunion on the same chromosome in reverse order. It leads to change in distance between genes on chromosome or sequence of gene of chromosome. So crossing over is affected. Here you can see this is the chromosome and this is a sequence. But now first it breaks and then reunion on the same chromosome but in reverse order. So its order is reversed. It may be of two types, paracentric and pericentric. First, I'll explain paracentric. This is a chromosome and with genes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In paracentric inversion occur only in one arm, and inverted segment does not include centromere. So here you can see the gene 6, 7. Now it becomes 7, 6. Means inversion occur in one arm and inverted segment does not include centromere. So this is a paracentric inversion. Now pericentric inversion. In pericentric inversion, inverted segment include centromere. So this is a chromosome with genes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this segment gets inverted. So now it becomes 1, 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 7, 8. 6, 5, 4, 3. Means this segment is inverted, but it includes centromere. That's why this type of inversion is known as pericentric inversion. Now, translocation. Translocation means when a part of chromosome is broken and it may be joined with non-homologous chromosome, then it is known as translocation. This is also known as illegitimate crossing over, that is illegal crossing over. Here this is a chromosome and this is a non-homologous chromosome, another non-homologous chromosome. So this segment is broken and it gets joined with the non-homologous chromosome. So this segment is broken and it gets joined with the non-homologous chromosome. In this also you can see this part. So the green get the red one and the red one get the green one. So there are three types of translocation: simple, interstitial and reciprocal. Simple translocation. In simple translocation, when a chromosomal segment breaks and attach to the terminal end of non-homologous chromosome, then the translocation is known as simple translocation. So here you can see chromosome with genes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is one more chromosome, non-homologous chromosome, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. So now this part that includes genes 5, 6 get attached to the another non-homologous chromosome. So 5, 6 get attached. So 5, 6 chromosome get attached to F So now chromosome becomes A, B, C, D, E, F, 5, 6. So this is the longer one and this is the shorter one. So this part get attached to here. It is simple translocation. Now interstitial or shift translocation. If a segment of chromosome breaks and gets inserted in interstitial position of a non-homologous chromosome, then that translocation is known as interstitial or shift translocation. So how is it? See this example. So this is a chromosome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is a non-homologous chromosome A, B, C, D, E, F. So now this part 5, 6 gets inserted in the interstitial position, that is between C and E. So here you can see A, B, C, 5, 6 and E, F. So this one is removed and 5, 6 get inserted in the interstitial position of non-homologous chromosome. And this become 1, 2, 3, 4 because its part is broken and get attached here. So this is interstitial translocation. Now reciprocal translocation. In reciprocal translocation, exchange of segments occur between two non-homologous chromosomes. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and A, B, C, D, E, F. Here 5, 6 gets break and attached to EF, attached to D, and this EF breaks and attached to 4. Again I am repeating, 5, 6 breaks and attached to D and EF breaks and attached to 4. So this is a reciprocal translocation. Chronic myeloid leukemia is a type of blood cancer and this is a result of reciprocal translocation between chromosome 22 and chromosome 9. So this is reciprocal translocation. So in today's lecture, first of all, I explained what is mutation, then history, then types of mutation. There are mainly two types of mutation, chromosomal and the gene. Then I explained deletion, duplication, inversion, and lastly translocation. Thank you.